Welcome to Danni's Den, and today we will dive into the issues of the day regarding love, parenting, sports, and/or pop culture. Let's chat. Okay, picture this. It's Friday night, the Eagles are playing on Sunday. Your co-parent texts that the kid needs to see the doctor that same afternoon, and suddenly your phone feels like a tiny courtroom. Who gets to decide? Who calls the shot about the appointment, the travel, whether the game still happens? Sound familiar? In the next few minutes, I'll give you a clear, court-smart way to think about everyday choices versus major decisions. 3 short scripts you can actually send without starting a fight, how dating changes the practical authority around your child, and a practical game day example so you can draft rules that actually work. Let's start with dating, because it's one of the messiest triggers. A new partner in a kid's life raises this question fast. Does that person get a vote on medical care or school trips? Short answer, generally no, not automatically. Courts look at legal status, the parenting plan, and who's been acting like a parent day to day. If someone is just dating, they're usually outside formal decision-making. But when a partner starts functioning like a parent, driving to school, meeting teachers, taking over bedtime, that's when lines blur. And I'll be honest, courts sometimes consider that role, especially if both parents have accepted it. I know, that's messy. So what do you actually say when you want to protect your custody footing but stay respectful? Try, I'm glad you're finding support. For big decisions about school or medical care, let's check in together first so we make the same call for the kids. If you need a firmer text, I'm fine with introductions, but any medical decisions need both parents' consent, unless it's an emergency. Thanks for understanding. Short and clear. No coldness, just boundaries. All right, let's pin down the core distinction you'll use in every conversation. Minor day-to-day choices versus major decisions. Minor choices. These are the everyday rhythms. Bedtimes, snacks, homework, and which practice to attend when there's a back-to-back. Those are usually handled by the parent who has the child that day. Simple, practical stuff. Major decisions are different. Think school enrollment, major surgeries, relocation that changes a school district, or long international travel. Those typically need both parents involved or a specific allocation in the parenting plan. Important caveat. States vary, and courts always look to what's in the child's best interest. This is general guidance, not legal advice for your exact situation. If you need specifics, check with a local family law attorney. Now, practical, ready-to-send text scripts. First up, here's a medical scheduling text you can actually send. I want to make sure we're aligned before scheduling non-emergency care. Can we talk through options tonight? If you think it's urgent, tell me why, and I'll respond right away. And for school, before any enrollment or program change, let's discuss together so the child's school record isn't changed unexpectedly. For introducing partners around the kids, we'll introduce new partners when both parents agree on timing and setting. Keeps things less confusing for the kids. Short, polite, and sets a firm boundary without being hostile. So, how does this look in real life? Game day is the perfect example because routines and rituals collide with logistics. Imagine the Eagles are at home and custody is shared. If your parenting plan is vague, arguments pop up about kickoff times, travel to the stadium, and whether the child can stay late. A clear clause could say, for scheduled sporting events occurring during a parenting period, the parent with custody that day decides attendance, provided reasonable notice of 3 days is given for travel beyond 30 miles. That kind of rule cuts down surprise fights. Flip to a Yankees weekend with out-of-town games. Specify who covers travel costs for tournaments, how ticket allocations work, and whether overnight trips require written consent. Put predictable routines into the plan. Alternate first offers for holiday games, agree who picks up tickets, and include a quick dispute path like short mediation or a neutral contact for minor swaps. And yes, you can absolutely build in small rituals. Music, FaceTime at halftime, a shared playlist. Those things do more for stability than a paragraph of legalese. Quick tool. When negotiations heat up, press pause and play a neutral song to reset. My go-to is a 90s R&B classic. Pick one that calms you, or use your own favorite as a shared pause button. Before we finish, 3 practical things you can do this week to audit your parenting agreement. 1. On a single page, label 3 decision categories: daily care, extracurriculars, major decisions, and mark who decides in each category today. 2. Pick one recurring situation, like game day or a weekly activity, and write a 1-sentence rule: notice period, who decides, and how costs are split. 3. Draft and actually send one short text you'll use next time an issue pops up. Use the medical script I shared, or write your own concise boundary. Quick reminder, this episode is general information, not a substitute for legal advice. If you have emergencies, safety concerns, or complicated relocation questions, consult a family law attorney in your area. Recap in one line. Separate everyday parenting from major decisions. Write predictable routines into your plan, and use short, respectful scripts to set boundaries about partners and timing so the drama stays on the field instead of in your family chat. If you want a deeper dive into enforceable clauses or templates for game day rules, subscribe so you don't miss future episodes. And if you have a specific legal issue and want personal help, send me a direct message or email Danielle at thelegalassistancecenter.net to book a free 30-minute consultation to see if I can help. Let's chat. One last thing. When things get tense, press pause, play a calming song, then come back with a short script. Little structure and a bit of music can do wonders. See you next time at Danni's Den.